sir.
Chef Dev,
Thanks for
been
having
waiting for this one.
Me too, man.
What do you bring?
I got a very, very Guyanese treat for you. It's going in the new cookbook. You're gonna love it. No one will ever bring you this. I will.
Love it. Thanks, man. Okay, tell me what you brought me to eat since you're losing those pounds.
This is Guyanese black cake.
Okay.
So in the Caribbean culture, you'll have different fruit cakes, Christmas cakes. They're all similar, but they're not always the same. But Guyanese black cake is often made with alcohol, rum-soaked fruit, preserved fruits. There's different vanilla essences in here. It's really warm. It's festive. When I smell it, I think of Christmas, or I think of also like weddings or special occasions. This one is made without alcohol. This is an alcohol-free black cake. I posted it to my page. Some people had comments about it, and that's why I put it up, to create the conversation. Because if you're in the Caribbean and you don't drink, or you have a bad, history with alcohol, or you simply don't like it, or you're Muslim, everyone should be able to eat black cake.
Okay.
So this is what I brought for you.
I love
It's
it.
so flavorful, and I'm counting all my macros right now. Just pick it up and get her into you.
I can't wait. The thing is, it's like I watch all your stuff and you're so passionate, and literally you just started off and like you're at a 10 already. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to try it.
I can't fake the passion, bro. I've always been that way. So it's really fruity, festive, warm spices. The cinnamon nutmeg
Fuck, that's really good.
is fucking great, bro. With a cup of tea or a coffee.
How do you come up with this since the recipe doesn't have alcohol in it?
You know what? I'm all about modifying recipes to fit my personal tastes.
This is so good. I've never ate like this amount on here ever before.
Another example of something that I've done to really turn things on its head. Guyana's national dish is pepper pot. It's a meat-based stew, and it's very unique, and it's the indigenous Amerindians in Guyana created it. But it's meat. My mom's vegetarian, so I designed it with sweet potato and king oyster mushroom and jackfruit and all these meaty vegetables to kind of allow my mother to have access to Guyana's national dish. So this is just something, and I eat food with alcohol. I deglaze risotto with white wine.
Yep.
I eat black cake with alcohol all year. It doesn't get you drunk. It doesn't alter your state of consciousness. But I think it's a nice touch for someone who doesn't want to have to soak fruit and rum. Yeah.
I agree with that 100%. So here's the thing. I have I just love cooking. Demi behind the camera, like he's always happy when there's a chef in here because he wants to learn. How many tries does it take you to get to this? Like, do you think about it? You're like, okay, I want to make it without alcohol. If I do this and this, no, that won't work. And I need to do this, that, or do you just get in there and go?
This is such a good question. I just finished testing 140, 150 recipes for my new cookbook. Submitted the manuscript. It comes out in the year. A lot of the recipes, I pray that I get it right the first time. This is one that I got right the first time. And this is a pain in the ass. Guyanese people in Caribbean are so proud to say, oh, for my black cake, I soaked my fruits in rum for a year, 6 months, 3 years. I did 3 days.
What?
Right? 3 days with fruit juices and stuff like that. This one turned out pretty well. The only feedback on this for me going forward is maybe add more browning, maybe make it a bit darker. People online were also like, it's a little bit dark, but the moistness, you can almost smush it into a ball. That's the texture. And that comes from a high hydration when you're baking and a very low and slow baking process. 300, 325 for about an hour and a half.
Oh my God. So, Demi, I'm actually going to save you a piece of this because it's not freaking good.
And you're like basically Guyanese now.
Oh man, like sign me up.
Yeah,
right?
but to elaborate more on your question, I have a lot of experience cooking. So I can look at a recipe and see where the pitfalls might be. I'm very particular. I'm big on visual cues. So if I'm telling you to caramelize your onions till they're golden brown, I'll put 10 to 15 minutes or 18 to 20 minutes at this temperature. I'm very particular that way. But you'll never know if a recipe is going to work until you actually cook it through, to be honest with you.
Let me ask you, have you ever cooked a meal for somebody or some organization or something and it just didn't turn out the right way?
Bro, I've been a part of some super fests. Man, like what's a good one that I can tell you? I'll give you one from earlier on in my career. I wasn't necessarily cooking for someone, but back when balsamic glaze was big, 2009, 2010, I went into the Food Dudes kitchen in Yorkville. This is before the Food Dudes were the Food Dudes, right? And I went in there and I was tasked with doing a million things, but making a balsamic glaze, which is a balsamic vinegar reduction. It used to be something that was very popular. You don't see it anymore. You might see it on the odd caprese, but you don't see it anymore. So I'm tasked with making a balsamic glaze. And obviously you let this thing slowly reduce, but I'm cranking up the heat a little bit more because I'm impatient and I have a million things going on. I burned 3 in a row.
I burned 3 in a row. And you know it's burning because the whole kitchen smells like burnt balsamic glaze. It's burnt because it caramelizes on the bottom, it
Yeah.
over reduces and it burns. So that was pretty embarrassing, but it taught me patience and setting timers. Everywhere in my career that I've got today is from making mistakes, right? Another one is like I was doing this live demo at the Luxapline studio back in 2014, and I thought I was a badass. The people that were there spent a lot of money on an auction prize to have me cook for them, and I had scallops and truffles and foie and filet mignon, and I'm chopping and I'm chopping, and my thumb tucked out, and like I cut off the top, like that, I nicked the top of my thumb.
Yeah.
I nicked the top off of it. But and then I knew right away, and then like you could tell the knife did a funny thing, and like I went to the back, there were no black gloves, there were nothing, and it wouldn't stop bleeding. And I came back out like 10 minutes later with like we had to redo the cutting board with like I pressed my finger into a rag and then I squeezed onto the rag, and I'm trying to stand there and like hold it behind my back, and it was super embarrassing, bro. So yeah, these are a couple times where like things really went wrong. Live caterings, things go wrong as well, but ultimately you have to figure out a way to make it work.
Yeah, so it's
You
just
don't have
problem
to-
solving. You don't have a choice because people are there. They need to eat at 8, and it's like, oh shit, I got to get this done.
You don't have a choice. You want another example?
Yeah.
I remember when I was at 99 Sudbury, I was thinking about this recently. I don't know why, but basically when you make a cheese sauce, you make a bechamel, equal parts flour and butter. You strengthen it with milk, right? And you get this beautiful mother sauce. Now, when you turn the heat down low, you add in all your cheese or even off the heat because high heat will split the fat in the cheese and you go from a thick sauce to soup. And I was at 99 Sudbury, probably 13, 14 years ago with Food Dudes. And someone put a big pot from the fridge of our cheese sauce for like hundreds and hundreds of kids onto the stove. And, you know, an hour later, I went to check on it and it was soup. Imagine like you have this beautiful sauce slowly pouring down and then you go back and it's splashing, you know?
Dude.
So that was a situation where you could have tightened that up with xanthan gum or cornstarch, but back then I think we went and bought like 40 packs of cheese from the Metro down the road and just shook it in there and folded it in. It was a disaster, but you have to figure it out, man. Like no matter what, things go wrong, you got to figure it out.
So you have brought up a lot. It's like you're doing a lot of problem solving, right? But with problem solving, you have all these issues that come up that happen, and you're in a high demand job, right? So the thing is I really like to ask this question to people: is how do you deal with that high demand stress that you're under?
I train. I try to train as much as possible, and I try not to eat the entire pizza. Man, like there's a lot of different ways that I deal with stress because prior to getting sober,
Yep.
almost 5 years ago,
Yep.
I just drank and smoked weed and did whatever was in front of me to
Okay.
kind of take the pain away, take the stress away.
Yep.
But now I don't resort that way anymore. But yeah, no, I try to get to the gym as much as possible, walk, you know, breathe. And a big part of my success now is surrounding myself with like-minded people.
Yeah.
You know, people that will kind of like not let me feel too bad for myself. People that will call me out on my bullshit, like my fiance, Sandra. She's the best. Yes.
Sandra.
Yeah, Sandra. But yeah, I deal with stress probably by training, man, and just like I do anything but get high. I do anything but get high, bro. And Sandra's always trying to rein me in because, like, if I have like a 1 hour gap in my day, I'm trying to fill it up with a lunch, or I'm trying to shoot a piece of content, or I'm trying to do a restaurant review or something. And she's like, dude, just chill out, man. Just take it easy. So I'm trying to create more time in my calendar to do nothing and actually do nothing. And that's another way to deal with stress. But I'm high strung, man. Like, I'm highly functioning, a bit of a workhorse, like my dad. I think I got it from my dad. And like, until we have kids, I'm pushing hard, bro. Foot on the pedal.
How did you know that you're going to be in the food business? Like, how do you know you're going to be a chef? Like, what happened? I always love trying to figure that out. Because here's the thing, like, I love to cook, but like, I'm not like you or anybody. It's just like, if something's not working, I'm just like, oh, fuck it, Uber Eats, right? Like, that's how I do it.
I never wanted to be a chef. I never wanted to own a restaurant. I wanted to like write reviews on restaurants. That's why I went to culinary school in 2009. Prior to that, my dad, a wildly successful businessman, and he wanted me to go into engineering, law,
Yep.
medicine, business.
Yep.
And I went into business. I failed out of Laurier first year at 18 years old. And I bummed around Ryerson, continuing yet, blah, blah, blah. Finally got into culinary in 2009. And it was the first time in my life, as I started going, the first time in my life that I was excited the night before to go to school.
Wow.
I had never felt that feeling. I didn't know I didn't have to study for accounting, you know, and I could study internal temperatures of doneness for meat. I didn't know I could memorize the recipes for mother sauces and like, you know, study butchery and build stocks and soups. And like, just my whole world was finally something that I was so in love with, something I was studying on my off time. Like school became for me pursuing my passion.
I was always the guy that you would call to find out where to go eat in the city, you know, how much money you had to spend, dietary restrictions. Like I'm sitting with you here now, already thinking about how I'm going to break my fast at 12:01. Like that's just how my brain works.
Yeah.
Like, could I have something marinating for tomorrow right now? That's how I'm thinking. So I'm just obsessed with food, man. And I got into culinary '09. I never looked back.
So okay, so you like, man, I love your passion's making me passionate right now, right? I have like so many questions, but we're so limited with time because it gets so hot in here.
Yeah.
So Guyanese, right? I'm saying it right?
Guyanese.
Perfect. What is it about their culinary that you really, really like? Like, what is it about their food?
It's a great question. Guyana is a melting pot. You want a quick history lesson?
Okay, let's do it. I love history, so yeah.
British Empire abolishes slavery 1834.
Okay.
They need to replace the African slaves on the plantations all across the Caribbean. Now they have to pay people. So they create this indentured labor system. And for me, they went into parts of northern India, Bihar, UP, promised these people plots of land abroad. You could send back money to your family. These people are dead broke already. So this sounds pretty promising in the 1830s, 40s, 50s, so on and so forth.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Grab them from India, take them to Trinidad, take them to Jamaica, take them to Guyana. A lot went to Guyana. So the reason why I'm telling you this story is you have the Indians coming in. You have the Africans that were there. You have the indigenous Amerindians that were already there. You have the Chinese immigrants coming in as indentured laborers. You have Portuguese, European, Dutch. Everyone's coming in there. So Guyana is a melting pot. It's less than 1 million people. So you have a lot of Chinese food. You have a lot of African food. You have a lot of Indian Guyanese food. You have Amerindian food, which is pepper pot. And it's a big melting pot. So what draws me to Guyanese cuisine is the diversity of it. Obviously, for me, I have Indian roots. My great-grandfather was born in Kashmir. My dad traced the boat records. So in my content, you'll see, and my cookbook, you'll see me weaving back and forth between Caribbean, West Indian, and South Asian. I'm in such a unique place, man.
So you like combine them all into...
I do combine and I promote them equally. Yeah. But yeah, I'm weaving in and out of this Guyanese-Canadian kid trying to retrace his identity and find his roots back to the motherland all the time. It's a beautiful journey. Yeah, man, fire. And this is said to have come from enslaved Africans.
No.
You know why?
No.
They were using alcohol to preserve fruits because they had to preserve whatever they could.
Oh, shit.
You know, so this has roots in slavery as well. Everything ties back to history, bro. The cup of dal, the yellow split pea soup that I grew up tearing my roti into, came from people that were sitting on boats for months coming from India, bro. Roti came from India. All the stuff that I love. Pepper pot came from the Amerindians. They discovered if they could grate the bitter cassava and reduce the milky liquid that came out of it, which if you ingest it raw creates cyanide in your stomach, that they could create this preservative called cassiterite. And that's the backbone foundational ingredient in Guyanese pepper pot. It's a preservative. There's no fridges in the Amazon. So they can make this pot of stew with whatever they catch and the village could eat it all week. It's all kinds of history that I'm finding. It's a really beautiful thing.
I could just go do another show just on like on dead serious. The history is just like mine.
Yeah.
It depends on what I'm into. This like whole Russian thing right now. I won't get into it, but okay. So where's the best restaurant if we want that here in Toronto? And you don't have to say the best. Maybe what are the few or not a few best?
I'll give you a couple.
Okay.
The first one is Shireen's Bakery. If you follow me or if you're in the Guyanese community, you would know of Shireen. She is in Scarborough. The cool thing about Shireen is that she has really, in my opinion, top tier pastries. Guyana is known for its pine tarts, black cake, cheese roll, salara, cassava cone, all these different things, right? And you'll get this. You may get it with her now, but definitely Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
But the other part of Shireen's is that she has a hot table where you can get cook-up rice, which is really popular. Steamed fish, curried fish, chicken curry, goat curry. You have your jerk chicken. All that's there. Bacon saltfish, egg balls are there. So you get a lot of Guyanese stuff, and it's also a little mini grocery store. So any dry goods you need is there. On the other hand, there's a place called Chung's. They're in the West End. They have a couple locations, and they specialize in Guyanese Chinese food, which is wildly popular. Like in Peru,
Where is it? Do you know?
Chung's there's one on Keele, and I believe there's one in Brampton.
Okay.
So that's the West End. You have West End a little bit north and a little bit south. But that's Guyanese Chinese, and then Shireen's. That's two that I can give you.
Huh. Okay. I'm definitely going to have to try it out.
Hit me up, bro.
Yeah, I will. I'll tell you. Fuck, I love food. Okay. I want to change it a little bit.
Sure.
Content creation. What's your favorite part of it?
Can we swear in here?
Fuck yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on. I'm just trying a bunch of things. I have a community manager and a team that helps me put posts together and stuff like that. But what's the biggest thing?
Sure.
Is that what you're asking?
What's the best part?
What's the best part? I would love, at one point, I would have told you it doesn't feel like a job, but I don't feel that way anymore. It's most definitely a job. When you see us cooking on the screen,
Yep.
you know, a lot of times, like, you don't get to see everything outside of that screen. The dish piling, the sink piling up with dishes, all the mise en place that's all over the place, all the recording equipment, the lights, the sandbags. You often don't see that. And it's so much work. And a lot of people really fuss over getting the right shot. Like, I'm filming with Chef Dwight today.
Yeah.
I'm very particular. He's very particular. The opening has to be done the right way, the right slice, the right cheese pull, the right height, the right focus, everything. It's very, very particular. But I would say the best part about it is ultimately I get to do what I love, and I get to create my own content. So I have full creative control. So I did a video on my alcohol-free black cake, and I tied it off at the end with, like, you know, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Like, no one told me to do this. I can do pollo a la brasa, which I did recently. I can do my Basque cheesecake with my mango passion fruit sauce. I just did a post sitting outside of Alcoholics Anonymous meeting that created a lot of engagement. Just sitting outside of AA meeting, my thoughts and my feelings prior to going in. So I'm in full control of what goes on my page. And I think the creative control is that there's no higher up telling me you have to put this on your page. You don't have to do this. So I think that's the best part about it is I can be me. And I can put out my genuine, authentic voice.
Yeah, you're definitely authentic. Because again, like we met, and everything that I see online, like this is who you are. It's actually insane. It's not a joke. He's like that actual passionate about the shit that he's talking about. Okay, so what? Because you travel a lot for work. Yeah. Where's your favorite place to visit?
I get asked a lot, and I haven't been there in a while.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I'm regular in Turks and Caicos. I was there like 10 times in 24. I've been all over, man. I think I've been to about 70 countries now. I've cooked in over 20. And I'm so grateful for all the experiences, but without a doubt, there's one that stands up, and I always give the same answer because it's so amazing, bro. You know where it is? It's not Guyana, which everyone would think I would say.
I mean, my favorite, but it's probably not going to line up. So Mexico City, particularly.
I'm really happy that you said that. My fiance and I travel a lot. Even before we got together, we traveled a lot. And now we travel as much. We went to like 13 places last year. We travel a lot. There's one place that we said we would redo again together, and it's Mexico City.
Fucking so
and then I tie in Oaxaca and Puebla.
Yes, yeah.
But for me, number one, without a doubt, is India.
Okay.
And north, east, west, south is ridiculous. You got a couple billion people. It really hurts me to see all the negative press that India gets, because like some idiot in a village is like dunking his whole arm into like the pani puri liquid, or there's lack of hygiene in a lot of places. I mean, you'll get that anywhere. You travel anywhere in Asia. I don't want to start throwing people under the bus, but you travel anywhere, you're going to get some asshole doing that. Yeah, it's the most beautiful place, and there's the street food is mind blowing. When I close my eyes and dream of eating somewhere, I'm in India.
Oh man,
India's nuts, bro. There's like every 100 kilometers, the cuisine changes. It's just this overwhelming, bro. The flavor profile.
So my favorite Indian in Toronto is oh my god, right by Christy Pitts. I'm blanking on the name right
Bandara?
now. Yeah.
I know everything.
You do know
Everything. I know food really well. So if you give me a location and like the type of food, I know Banjara. It's been there forever. I know before the fire, after the fire.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Adrak is really good.
What?
Adrak, Adrak. They're located in Yorkville. They have a Richmond Hill location as well. Pretty stellar stuff.
I might get that tonight. Actually, I think I might get that.
A little pricey.
Relative.
Let me cook for you, bro.
Do it.
Yeah. Set that up. Let's do something here or whatever. Let's have like chai in the cold plunge.
We could have like an industry now. I've been trying, you know, Connor from Sugo. So I know
of him.
Yeah, of him, right? It's just like, it's crazy because as soon as I can start getting like the kitchen people, the chefs in, because I have 44 of these episodes. You're like literally going to be number 8, I think.
Wow.
So I have a bunch of content saved, but the amount of people who don't want to drink anymore, had a problem with drinking, that or still have a problem with like all that. I'm like, how can we like introduce them to like wellness, right? Because like for me, I know like when I wake up in the morning, I go do cold plunge. It's the hardest thing I'm going to do all day, right? It's the mental game that I'm doing.
I would love to be a part of this. And
so let's do it.
Have some people. And Chef Imran Texera, an ambassador for the Burnt Chef Project. You need to get him in here.
Bro, like whatever we got to do to help people to be able to see that there's just a different way, right? And it's healthy and you're going to actually feel good, right? Yep. So then we're going to work on that. Okay, listen, we got a few minutes left. Denny's giving me a little bit of the sign here. So I'm going to ask you some fun Toronto questions.
Sure.
Okay, so
We didn't rehearse this, so you're throwing me in the
Well,
spot a bit.
no, I don't
Great.
everything that we do here is just it's off the cuff. Well, I just go, right? So all right. You're in Toronto, you're going on date night, okay? Just date night. Where are you going to eat?
Go to Tutti Matti with Chef Alida. It's on Charlotte there, like Adelaide area. Adelaide Spadina.
What kind of food?
Italiano. I just love her so much. So talented and she's such a workhorse. Barsuo, also a great choice. They just posted about their squash lasagna. Mental. And then lastly, I would say Rasa or Sarah.
Oh,
Both food dudes restaurants.
so yeah, I want to get one of the food dude guys on here so bad because so me and my wife very quickly we have two favorite restaurants, Conejo Negro. You haven't gone?
Out of in here.
Yes, man.
I had reservations twice. I couldn't make it.
Oh, like just message me, or you probably already have his number, but like I'll go with you. I'll go with you. That's how much I like it. So good. So that, and then Raza. Raza's our staple. Like we get that chopped salad, the burger. Like, oh man, I love it. And then
just did a collab. Sorry to cut you off.
no, go.
No, I was just gonna say I just did a collaboration with Chop Hop. Chop Hop came to life because of the strength of the chopped salad from Rasa and the salad game of the food dudes. Food dudes are cooking for my wedding. I just got off the phone with Chef Adrian a couple days ago.
Oh.
He was in Turks. We planned out all the food for my wedding, food no one's ever seen before. And Sarah's a sleeper.
Sarah's a sleeper. That's why that's what I say to people, right? I'm like, it's a sleeper.
He had my engagement there. Yeah.
Really, such a nice bar too up top.
Love it. It was upstairs.
Fuck yeah. There you go, man. Like I love it. Hamburgers. So I'm a huge hamburger person. Demi's same thing. Burger drops.
Yeah.
Just right away. It's burger drops.
Doing all the late night stash for my wedding. Greg, love him. Came from that Aloe team. We did a collab earlier on in COVID. We did a spicy butter chicken sandwich, island butter chicken sandwich. It was incredible. And for a burger, for a smash burger, I'd have to go with burger drops for sure.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, respect that. It's very, very good. What's mine? I'm not into the smash burger.
Yeah.
So
double smash, double cheese.
Double smash, double cheese. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Cabanos. Do you know Cabanos in Yorkville? Really, really good. Gets like all prime meat too.
5-6 ounce, maybe half pound.
Yeah, he does a little bit smash too. But like it's just I like the way that he does it. I just love it.
Your burger.
Kevin, you got to get on here. I've been bugging you for 4 months now. Let's see. What was the other one I was going to ask you? Okay, sports question. Don't know if you're into it, but I'm just going to give you lay of the land, right? So there's a game 7 of the Raptors. There's a game 7 of the Leafs. There's a game 7 of the Blue Jays, right? To win the whole series, you can only choose one.
Before you finished, if it was Raptors and Leafs, I would go Raptors, but the nostalgia I felt recently with the Jays, and also my brother was so into baseball, so 92, 93 were epic years. You have me with John Olerud, Kenny Gruber, like Paul Molitor, like Devin White. I remember that whole starting lineup, right? So I would have to go with Jays from a nostalgia standpoint. I was 84, 6. I was about 8 and 9 years old, 92.
Were you born in 84?
84, yeah.
You too? December 29th.
May 25th.
Whew, you got me. Okay, man, let's go.
I would go Jays from a nostalgia standpoint. I lost my bro, right? So like anything that helps me not remember him, I used to when I was using all those years, I just blocked all that shit down. Now I look for opportunities to bring him up and celebrate him. So like he's in everything that I do. But from that standpoint, like I loved it even more because my brother was so into baseball. We were both playing baseball, and I used to back catch and he used to pitch like torpedoes at me. Yeah, Jays.
Love it. Okay, so 2 last questions. So I always end every interview with one question that you would like to ask me. So I'm just going to put it there, but I'm going to ask you one question while you can think about that in the meantime. Is there somebody within your world that you really look up to?
Yeah, for sure. You want me to answer now?
I would love to have an answer.
Yeah, Bourdain, man. Anthony Bourdain is a huge inspiration. The way he was able to connect with people and the way he was unbelievably raw. I've always just watched one of his videos, man. I just rewatched that clip of him in Vietnam where President Obama. I remember that for beer. Yeah. And then I watched this other clip of like why he wouldn't sit down with Trump. So Bourdain is a really, really big inspiration. I mean, he struggled with substance abuse and addiction. Yeah, man. So I can relate to that. The stress of the kitchen. Another person I really look up to right now that's alive.
Yep.
I'll go Chef Adrian Nyman, owner of the Food Dudes. He brought me in under his wing in 2009. I remember like I was in George Brown. I didn't have a lot of money. He gave me money to buy a couch. My back was screwed. We worked like 3 weeks straight. He bought me a massage or treated me. He gave me my first chef knife, a 10-inch shun. And now he's like just this, he's still a little bit low key, but he's just built a business that, I don't want to say who he cooks for and too much of his business, but I just look up to his work ethic. And just the fact that he refuses to let anybody else cook for my wedding, you know, and I haven't worked directly for him in like over 10 years.
No, that's unreal.
But yeah, I love that guy to death.
That's great.
Food dudes all day.
Yeah, food dudes, let's go. Okay, last question. Is there anything that you'd like to ask me?
Definitely.
Yeah.
For sure. What inspired you to do Meet Me in the Sauna, MEAT?
So I love connecting with people.
Yeah.
So that was the number one thing. I like to talk. And then it was just one day, honestly, it was like I was with my wife, so she's my business partner too. And it was actually here. She was at the front desk and it was just a joke, right? She's like, oh, you should do like a podcast in the sauna and call it Meet Me in the Sauna, but MEAT. Yeah. And my brain just went, oh, fuck, that clicked. I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you can have your favorite burgers. And I'm like, no, that's not enough. Like, we got to bring like wellness people, food people, fitness people, entrepreneurs. And like, let's just go. So like I said, you're the 40, I think you're 45, but you'll be the 8th one to be released because we're going to do it not this Monday, but next Monday. But yeah, that's it, man.
I love what you're doing. I'd love to come back. I'd love to provide some names of people that I think would be great for this, that would inspire others.
Dude.
And I want to get in the cold plunge bad.
Yeah, that's 2 of us, man. Let's go. All right, that was great. All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate this.